Okay, so Lindsay, tell me why you came into PT.
Well, I had an MRI, and the MRI came back with the results of degenerative discs in my neck.
Okay.
And so I have been worried about that and want to get it resolved if I can, because I don't want the pain anymore.
Okay. What kind of pain are you in?
The pain is pretty constant. It's to the point where if you touch my neck, then I am sensitive to it. It hurts, so I don't wear clothing that would hug the neck at all because it's uncomfortable and painful.
Okay.
And so it is affecting my life.
I'm sorry about that. Pain is a part of normal life, but it shouldn't be to that extent. So I hope we can really find a good solution for you to get you out of pain.
Thank you.
What do you think is causing your pain, or what led to it? Do you have any idea?
I don't know what happened. I have noticed that it seems to get worse when I feel more stress or anxiety or pressure.
Okay.
But there was nothing that I can remember that caused the pain in the beginning.
Okay. And that's a few years ago, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Your pain's been pretty constant throughout?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you noticed anything other than stress that kind of makes that spike or changes your pain at all?
No. I don't think there's anything other than just the natural pain of it and then the anxiety that I feel from other stresses.
Can you tell me about these other stresses you're talking about?
Well, I've been living with my grandparents since I was a teenager because my home life was unstable and my grandmother has health problems, and so I worry about her health, and then there's always financial issues that I'm trying to work through. So
I'm sorry about that. The good news is I don't think that mild degenerative disc disease is something that should cause you any more stress. MRIs work in a way that they're finding things that are wrong in the body, but sometimes they find things that aren't actually causing pain or the problem. You could do it to a lot of people and find the same thing even though they're healthy and not in pain. So I wouldn't worry too much about that, and we can do some tests to make sure that's not an issue for you.
okay.
What I think is going on is sometimes the brain has some trauma or stress and then stops responding correctly to the input we give it. So instead of responding to a light touch on your neck, it's giving you really bad pain, right? And that's a problem with the brain, not your mind, right? It's not just in your head, it's your brain processing it wrongly for whatever reason, whatever caused that. And I think some of your environmental stress, your grandma's health, and those other anxieties are kind of weighing into that a little bit.
Okay.
And I think if we can kind of get those under control, that will help a lot. And then I can show you some things as well to kind of re-teach your brain how to deal with pain and to know that certain things that we do aren't causing pain. It's just a different sensation.
Okay.
Right? And so I like to think of the brain kind of like an amplifier. I play guitar, so when I play on my strings, the amplifier makes the sound louder or brighter, right? Whatever I kind of want. Sometimes my son will turn the dials though in between the times that I play. So when I go to play, it's really loud and doesn't sound good at all. Sometimes that's how the brain works as well. It's not very useful because it's not amplifying what we're wanting, right?
Okay.
The right sensory stuff. And that's kind of what's happening here. The good thing is we can do some kind of teaching techniques and relearning to show that your brain that all these things aren't cause of pain. There's nothing wrong with your neck, but it does take some time and some effort. And I think if we can deal with that, and from your different environmental and family stresses, we can get this in a much better position for you moving forward.
Thank you.
I think that